All right, well, since we're talking a little bit about some marine conditions, let's look at the marine forecast for tomorrow to start off this weather segment here. So this is starting off at tomorrow, 7 a.m. We have the winds that are coming in from the northeast. They will change up and move more northwesterly as we go into the afternoon. But for your forecast here, northeast 5 to 10 knots, seas between 1 to 2 feet. Light chop out there on the water, so no advisories that you have to worry about. The Gulf temp down to the lower 70s, so that water is getting chillier, and the UV index not quite as high, of course, as our summertime months. I would still wear that SPF. You should wear it every day, but the UV index is at 5. Now, as I mentioned, the winds will change a little bit of a direction here as we move into the afternoon and the evening, taking more of a northwesterly to a northerly direction. And with the clear skies, that's giving us all the cooler temperatures, right? But as we move into this upcoming week, we have an area high pressure, and that's going to basically work as a block from another round of too cold weather that's trying to come down into our area. So let's watch this high just move on over. This is a ridge that's basically blocking the cold up to the north and keeping us warm and dry, even as a front tries to approach our area as we move into next weekend. Now, next weekend, we do have a little chance of rain on the way, and our temperatures could drop just a few degrees, but nothing compared to what we had for Veterans Day. Currently, our temperatures are in the upper 40s for Brooksville. That's, of course, one of our cooler locations up to the north, while Tampa is sitting at 64 degrees. So a big difference there as you head up I-75. Homosassa is sitting at 50 degrees solid. We have some lower 60s that are spread across the coast here. Clearwater sitting at 61, one of our cooler coastal locations. Lakewood Ranch, a little bit more inland, sitting at 60 degrees even, 63 in Port Manatee. And then across our interior locations, this is pretty typical, especially with clear skies. Over land cools down and warms up faster than the water does, right? So we usually do see a bigger variation of temperatures throughout the day over our interior locations. And look at that, Lakeland sitting at 59, Bartow 54. All right, satellite radar nice and quiet here. We have that high pressure that's in control, will remain in control over the next couple days, keeping this forecast fairly rain-free. Now, it also keeps our humidity low too, but yeah, we don't have any moisture to really wring out from the atmosphere to produce showers. So this is a rain-free forecast as we move into the upcoming week. This front is the one that I was just talking about, not arriving until next weekend, November 22nd. So we still have a couple days of this drier weather to enjoy. Now, that's not good for the drought conditions. You can see our drought monitor that was released yesterday has that level of moderate drought that's now extended into a large portion of our viewing area. So, and we're just in the beginning of our dry season, so that's not good news there. Our dew points are nice and low thanks to all that drier air. Tallahassee has a dew point of 35, but here in Tampa, not too bad either. A low dew point of 51. That's pretty refreshing. The dew points will start to gradually step up as we move into this upcoming week. This weekend they will remain low, but next week you may feel a little bit more humidity in the air. It's not going to be a big change. For tomorrow's daytime high temperatures, we will be riding into the upper 70s and low 80s. Not a bad day overall. That sunshine stretching through the next 7 days. Look at that. And eventually our temperatures will get back to normal. By Sunday, we start to get closer to those average marks that you see at the bottom of your screen there. That's usually how we feel for this time of the year in Tampa. Of course, our northern locations is an exception. They are a little bit cooler, but you get the picture. We get back to normal after that cold snap. Just going to take us a few days here.